I have learned we have some good depth. I felt that going into this week, and I think it got reaffirmed. Um, I really believe this year we can go 11, 10, and even 12 and have guys that the drop-off isn't going to be that severe. And the great thing about that is if you have a player or two that isn't playing the way you'd like to see them play, the bench is a tremendous motivator. I think we'll be able to do that. The first scrimmage or exhibition that we played against St. Norbert's was really good for us. It kind of went the way I would thought. I mean, get out the jitters in the first half. I don't think we played particularly well at all in the first half, and then stretched together a couple of good runs in the second. And Bay, I think we were able to get a lot of guys playing time, which is what we wanted to do. In that game, I think between Naba, Isaiah, and Will, they played about maybe 25 minutes combined, but we got a lot of freshmen a lot of time, and they did a good job. So overall, a lot of things on film, a lot of things to work on, but some bright spots and some ones that didn't look so bright. But overall, I'd say nice to get in the berry and actually be able to do a few things.
Is Will all the way back to where you wanted him to be?
I think he's close. I mean, he is certainly strength-wise. I think back, and the good thing is when you have a major back surgery like that, you're always concerned about what is he going to look like coming through that, and then his next stands. And he really hasn't lost the step. His athleticism is where it needs to be, and I think he's played really well in these two games in the spot minutes that he's had.
Saw a pretty big contribution from the bench in the game against Bay. How do you use the other players to get sort of the freshmen involved more?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was. This is what's always funny, right? I mean, the Alec Fruin and Delapo, two freshmen that again I think are going to be able to play for us this year. Got the opportunity to go out there, and I think that's always when you're a freshman, when you get that chance, take advantage of it. And I think they both did, and I think it's nice to be able to, not only as a coach, say, yeah, they have capability to play at this level, but for them, I think gains them a lot of confidence of what we're trying to preach to them every day, that they're able to go out there and do it. So I think that helps a bunch.
Is size going to be an issue again?
Not as much. I mean, you got to remember that Miles didn't play, and he's a key component to us. I mean, it's an ankle sprain. He'll be back probably by Thursday. So that gives you, another 6'8", 6'7" guy. We're still, from league comparisons, a small team, but when you look at when we were starting 5 guards last year, when you include Miles and Will, even Max Prendergast and Delapo, maybe not as much like height as in 6'10", but you got to remember Delapo's got a 7'2" wingspan. Will has a 6'9" wingspan. So those guys will help us, and they're bigger guys. So I mean, we don't have those 6'10", 7-footers, but in the same breath, really in our conference, who does? I mean, basketball's changed so much. That's really, if you look at our conference, there's 2 or 3 teams that have a big, but most people are kind of going to that hybrid look anyway.
So how do you treat this game with Alma compared to Bay or compared to St. Norbert? Is it somewhere in the middle, or is it more toward the St. Norbert end?
Way more towards the St. Norbert end. This is kind of your final, if you kind of look in NFL preseason, right? They have the 4 games, but the first game they kind of play their starters and then try to get their subs in. But then this is really like our 3rd game where we want to make it as game-like as we can. So, here's our rotation. It's set. We're going to go through that rotation certainly for the first 20, maybe even into the second 20 minutes to really shore that up so that, we're really confident going into that game and at Tech with the players that we feel are going to play on this roster and in those games.
Do you have a pretty good idea right now of who's going to be playing once the regular season starts, or is there a chance in this final game to kind of, for someone to maybe up their status and play their way in?
I think we're pretty good. I mean, like I said, I think we're going to go 12 deep and especially in these initial games we play, as we kind of figure it out, so by the time we get to GLIAC, we really have a solid 10. And I don't think there's much differential between, say, for instance, the 7th player and the 12th player. So in these, not only this exhibition game, but really in these preseason games, we have to give those guys opportunities on the floor.
Looking at the exhibition games, do you think the high tempo offense is something that we are going to see more of when the season actually starts, in terms of like the three and like crashing the boards offensively and things like that?
Well, we better. I mean, to tell you the truth, probably that my biggest disappointment in both games is I don't think we played fast enough. We're trying to get to a point where we're getting the ball, at the free throw line extended in 3 seconds on the other side. And, I don't think we did a good enough job of that in the 2 games we played. So we have the capability, I think, to play at a really good clip. So that's something we're still emphasizing, trust me.